Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all? I've just noticed the volume's just gone up the side, so let me know if it's too noisy and I'll try and turn it down a little bit. I haven't seen you for a few weeks. We've all had the Christmas and the New Year break, so I hope you had lovely festive celebrations. I hope you got lots of family members in, lots of food eaten, lots of lovely gifts. Whether or not you celebrated Christmas, if you don't celebrate it, you just had a nice break from everything. I hope you enjoyed it. So we are back. We're back to normal routine now. That means Friday lives at 12:30. Let me know in the comments. Let me know you can see okay, you can hear us okay. I've got Sam Calcott with me. She's waiting in the wing. She's going to do some lovely demonstrating for us. As always, share her expert craft knowledge with us. Karen Reeves. Karen says, good to me. Now, Karen actually won the £25 voucher from the CraftStash blog hop. So just announced that this week. So congratulations to Karen again. I know I emailed you this morning about that. That will get sent out to you soon. And if you did enter, keep an eye on all of the designers' social medias because we're all posting our winners now. We've kind of chosen everyone, so definitely keep an eye on everything. And congratulations to those who did win, and good luck if you haven't heard yet from anyone. I think most people have posted their names by now. But yeah, really exciting. Lots and lots going on. So we've got a new launch today. Now it's a launch of something that I would consider an essential item. It's nestable dies. Now we've had nestables in the past. We've had straight ones, stitched ones, star-shaped, all the different ones, all the different edges. Now these ones are called notched nestables. So that takes a little more explaining, and that's where Sam comes in. She's going to do a fantastic job of explaining how these are different from your other nesting dies and what you can be doing with them. I've got some really gorgeous cards to show you in a little while that I'm going to flick up some photos of. We'll do that maybe between demonstrations from Sam that our wonderful design team have made. Shout out to the design team as well, because we don't usually really appreciate them as much as we should, because they are fantastic people such as Pauline Hickey. We've got Glynis Bakewell as well. We've got quite a new design team member, Sarah Jane Smallwood. She's been doing some of the cards that you see on CraftStash. Then of course people such as Marta DeBeachka that you see very often. They're all working behind the scenes, so thank you to all of you. I know you've been working just as much recently over Christmas as you will have done any other time of the year. So you'll soon see lots of new launches and cards from them coming up. We have got, for all of you watching as well, a giveaway. So we've actually got two giveaways today. They're both going to be live. What I'll do is I'll choose one person from Facebook and one person from YouTube today. It's simply going to be a comment. That's all we need from you. It's not, it's New Year. We're still kind of getting back into the routine, into the swing of things. So we're not going to do anything too taxing. So just give us a comment. Just let us know what you love about the new product. Say hello, Happy New Year to everybody. I'll do a random scroll and pick somebody from both of the platforms to win. They're actually going to win. You are actually going to win. What was it? I'm trying to think of the amount now. It was over £45 each of product. That was an amazing amount. It came out to 90 something pounds worth of product, and it's the new nesting dies, so definitely a craft essential, something you're going to use lots of. So I think the first thing to do is to come over to Sam. Now I have got to announce the deal of the day. I'll do that between demos as well, for Sam, give Sam a little break and a reset in a little while, so lots more offers to come. But as you can see here, the deals are here. They're going to stay on your screen as well while we talk to Sam, but essentially you've got the new dies, you've got lots to choose from, but you can pick any two for £26.99, and you'll see how many are in each of the packs as well. So Sam, I'm going to come straight over to you. Hello my lovely, how are you?
Hello, I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Nice to be doing these again. As we were saying before, it's being out of sync. It's taken us a while to get back into the swing of things, so it's nice.
I was kind of working out, it must have been 2 or 3 weeks since I've done a live, and I was getting set up and everything was just not quite. I was like, how do I do this? I can't remember what I press, what buttons I press, but we're here, we're live, we've got people commenting, so it's all good so far.
Yes, very good. So yeah, we've got some brand new nestables. So these are your notched nestables. So if you are familiar with the Creative Craft products and all of the nesting dies they offer, there are so many. And I'm going to just go through a few of the older ones as well, just to kind of like fill in the hour. And I've got 3 demos to show you using them. But these are the ones that you get. So you've got your nested slimline, and I will show you them. I've put them onto a magnetic sheet.
Great.
So you can see how these look. So you've got your nested slimline there, so you can see all of those dies together. Really nice, just simple straight cut, but then you've got the notch detail on the edges there. So just going to be great for mats and layers, or to make these shaped cards as well. Then you've got, these are massive. Let me go in the right order. Which one is, the square right at the back.
Of course.
These are your squares. Look at them.
They're huge.
24, and they're massive. It does say the measurements on here in millimeters, but for those of us that like to work in inches, you're looking at 7 3/4 for the biggest one.
Wow. Your big 8x8 cards.
Yeah. So those of you that like to make your larger cards, you've got your perfect layers there. Just, tons.
Brilliant.
Absolutely tons of them.
That's one thing I didn't mention. They are supersized nestables, which means you not only get the big ones, but you also get the really tiny ones as well.
Yeah. Then we've got your 5x7. So just bring in this one here. Or rectangle. Sorry, I'm saying 5x7. Don't know why I even said that. It's because I've made a 5x7 card demo. That's why. But these are your nested rectangles. Again, loads of them there, right down to these thin ones. So if you've got, your sentiments and you want them to cut for you, then you've got those smaller dies there.
Do you know what? There's really tiny increments between each sides, isn't there? Where sometimes you might get a nesting set and there might be maybe 8.
And that's something I was going to mention. You just reminded me. Yeah, with some of like the past ones, you'll find there could be like a good maybe half an inch or so in between the layers. These are nice and tight. So if you like to just have those thinner borders, and again, you'll see those with some of the demos.
Also, it's great if you're trying to mix and match them with other card shapes. So, for example, if you want to put what have you got there? Is that an octagon or a hexagon?
These are the hexagons.
I can't count that quickly. So if you want to team that with another hexagon-shaped die, you've got all of those different sizes to work with. Makes it easier.
Yeah, really, really good. And these ones, with the way, when I was just playing around with one of the demos, the samples that I'm going to put together, it kind of looks a little bit floral, the way you layer these. If you kind of stagger them around, because of this detail, you can get a bit of a floral look to them. So if you are someone that likes to use your flower dies and stuff, I think, stamps and ephemera and stuff like that, I think this shape's a really nice one, along with the other one as well. In a minute, I'll show you. But again, they're loads, and you can see, like Lou said, they're tight together. I think there's only about maybe, I'm going to say, let's have a look at that one. I reckon 5 mil between them.
Do you know what? Looking at that looks like a wood slice.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. Even with them slightly, I'm just looking on my screen now. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I think you could play with that effect as well.
Yeah. So just slightly changing them. So there isn't a circle in this, because these ones, I'll go straight onto this one here, which is your octagons. They look like you can't really do, you wouldn't cut into a circle because it's a curved edge. So there isn't because some people will ask, well, is there a circle? You don't need to have it because they are so similar. So again, you can see there your octagons.
I'm just seeing wood slices again. I'm sorry.
No, you're right though. It does. So again, that one, you've got 24 dies. So if you, like I said, if you're just starting off in crafting, or you are someone that likes to have those simple mats and layers, you just want all different shapes, then I think these are going to be a good addition. And then the last one is the DL. So like your slimline, but this one's your DL size. So it's a little bit thicker, and you've got all of those there. So you've got 11 dies. Again, these smaller ones are great for cutting sentiments.
Yeah, perfect balance.
Really, really handy. Yeah, definitely.
I'm really into slimline and DL cards lately. Square used to be my go-to, but I've gone completely the opposite now. I've gone really long. Really like. They're quite almost fashionable now, aren't they?
Yeah. So one of the other things I just wanted to quickly show, some people ask, is how they will coordinate with the other dies. So I've got a ton of the other, just to give you an idea here. So you've got like inverted. So if I take the inverted octagons, for example, and then take the notched octagons, it's this one here. It is the same, isn't it? Yes. Let me just show you, because if you want to mix, because I was saying before that the filigree works lovely with the inverted scallop, and the inverted scallop looks really nice with the normal scallop.
Right.
And when you layer them up, you can create really nice effects.
Lovely.
So just to give you an idea, if you do have some of these, so this, like I said, the inverted scallop, just to show you how you can start.
You've got to find the right one now.
Try and find, let's go with, I reckon, this one here. So if you've got that one, and then you lay your inverted scallop in the middle, can you see the frame that you're going to get?
Lovely.
So these will all coordinate with, because it's all the same brand. So the I guess the, not dimensions, but the measurements, I guess, that they've used with all of these are going to work, and you can obviously angle them as well. But yeah, layer them up, play around with them, and you'll get some really nice effects. That's just one example. I've just grabbed that because it was there at hand. But your things like your filigree,
perfect.
even down to like your torn edges and things like that. You've got your octagons there with the torn edges, you can mix them, and I think that would look really nice as well.
We're just looking at really sort of unique matting and layering, unique shaped cards now, aren't we? Something a bit different.
I've got, probably like with many other people, when I started off, I've got nesting dies from all different brands, and it's only, I'd say, within the last 18 months that I've kind of now swapped those out, and they're just all the ones I have now are Creative Craft products. And it's nice because you know that they're going to kind of all work together.
Absolutely. So, and you know what, value for money as well, with the amount of metal you're getting.
Yeah, you get so many dies
it's
with
huge.
The Creative Craft. There's just tons. So yeah, have a little look. Like I said, we're launching these ones today, but if this isn't something that's maybe a shape or a style that you want, and you're just new to, Creative Craft, check out all of the other ones, because there's so many. And as people are saying in the chat, they're good value for money and things like that. So yeah, definitely a good one to have. So shall I get straight into a demo? Did you say you wanted to?
Do you know what? I'm just going to mention the Craft Tool wallet, because we've had a couple of people asking. So I'll just come back to me for a quick second. Okay. Yeah, you've spotted it straight away. The Craft Tool wallet, only $9.99. Now this is our deal of the day, and as we've got Sam on, we've got the Made to Surprise Craft wallet. Now you've probably seen how you use it 100 times, and the tools within it. But $9.99 is phenomenal value for this. It is only for today, so I think it's at midnight. We're on Greenwich Mean Time now, aren't we? We're not British summertime anymore, unfortunately. Won't be long. But yeah, midnight tonight, our time. This will go back up to its normal price. Sam, do you know what the normal price is?
On the spot, $18.99.
Yeah, I think it's around about there. So you're looking at almost half price for this today. So you're getting your wallet, a zip round wallet. I think that's really handy as well for things like if you go travelling, popping your handbag, things like that. But inside you've got your essential craft tools and an additional pocket to hold them all. So you've got your bone folder. Now I've been saying, if you have been following me at all on my social or on the Craft World and the CraftStash videos, I lost my bone folder to my scoreboard. I think it fell in the bin, and I'm thinking, I need to get another one. I completely forgot. I've got one in here. So that's going to be coming out now. I'm going to be using that all the time. But I love the size of it. It's huge. Really, really handy. You've got two different types of tweezers there as well. So you've got your straight ones and your slanted ones. You've got a metal ruler. Invaluable. I've not used a plastic ruler, I think, in the last 10 years. Once you go to metal, you won't go back. It's just so accurate and so much easier to draw your lines along. But I use a craft knife as well. If you ever use a craft knife for cutting anything against a metal ruler, so much better. Then you've got, is this a pickup tool, or Sam?
Yeah, I've got them all here as well, because I genuinely use them all.
You can't hear her.
Video, so.
Sorry, I forget people can't hear you, I don't think, whilst we're not on you. So I'll let Sam explain that. And then poke tool, again, one of my most used items is a poke tool, and it's actually got a nice safety bit on the end, which I need because I'm so clumsy. Really, really nice. That's actually better. The ones I use is the wooden handle ones. This is more comfortable. So I'm really glad I've found and remembered that I've got the Craft Tool wallet here. So this is only $9.99 today. It's well worth popping into your basket. And don't forget, we do still have the free shipping over £30, and we have the ability to spread your payments over ClearPay, over £40 using ClearPay if you wish to. So those options are still there for the new year for you. We've also, I'm going to say it now very, very quickly. Sam knows about this. It's a top secret within CraftStash, but we've got something really, really exciting coming up. Keep an eye on the lives, because hopefully we can very soon start mentioning it. For all of you who shop regularly at CraftStash, this is going to be an absolute lifesaver for you, okay? It's a bit of a club coming up soon, isn't there, Sam? That's all I'm going to say.
You're just like me, yeah. Just a little club coming up soon. Yeah. Just keep your eyes peeled.
Can't wait. Really excited. Yeah, back to you, Sam, anyway. Sorry, so I'll let you crack on with your demo.
Okay, so I'm going to make a pretty easel card using the nested octagons, and each demo I'm going to use a different CraftStash product. So this one here is the Floral Nostalgia, which Creative Craft Products recently launched, and there's still some stock available. I had a little look before I went live to just check. I think there's literally only single figures of the ephemera that did do quite well. So
they are beautiful. Yeah, they flew.
So that's the product that I'm using. So I've gone ahead and I've cut everything, because you didn't need to see me clanking my die machine on the table all the time. So choose your size, whatever size you want to start with, and get that one cut. So I'm using the craft card. So I've cut 1, 2, 3 that are all the same size. And then I've cut 2 with the die that's the next size down. one in this lovely, it's like a linen, close up, like magnified linen texture. And then this one here reminds me of like recycled card or something, where you get those like little bits in them. So they're the two background papers that I'm going to use. And you can see all the different ones. You've got your wood grain there, and then these watercolour ones as well, which are really nice.
They're gorgeous. I love that paper pack. I go to it so often.
Oh, do you? It is sweet. So first of all, I'm going to stick these down. So just simple. So already you can see we've got these really nice shapes. Just changes up from a simple circle or a square, which I think most of us, will have in our stash, and that's the kind of styles that we do. But by having the dies, it just makes it a little bit different. And what I thought as well when I was doing these, if you give yourself a bigger section, so I've just done the next size down, but maybe if I skipped one, then you could add, embellishments in, or maybe if you've done the normal octagon, you'd have this like little recess part. You could pop a little gem in there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So use the shape of it
Absolutely.
to create texture and things like that. Okay, so with this one, you want to do a little bit of scoring. To be honest, it's up to you where you score, but I've done a score line towards the back here, because everyone's sizes will be different. But give yourself at least half an inch to just score towards the back.
Enough to glue, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you want to score halfway-ish. Again, doesn't matter if you're halfway, slightly off as well. Yeah. But I'm just doing 3.5 there, right down through the middle. Okay. So we're going to create an easel card.
It's my sort of crafting, Sam. It's kind of roughly about here, and then maybe about there somewhere.
It all works itself out, doesn't it? So
I don't do measurements. I find measurements rules.
Add your glue there on your tab, and then I'm just going to sit this one down so it lines up perfectly.
Sabine said she's currently tidying her craft room. She'd better make room for more nesting dies.
The thing that you go to the most, and then you just want to fold back on that back score line. And I'm going to use my bone folder that comes in the craft.
What might be handy while you're crafting, Sam? If people are commenting, and obviously you need to be in, do just drop us a comment. The more you comment, obviously the more chances there are of you winning your share of that prize. I'll pick that at the end. But just maybe if some people could comment, how do you store your nesting dies? Because I'd be interested to know, because I've got so many, and I started with magnetic sheets and wallets, and they grow and grow and grow. So yeah, if anyone's got any fantastic ideas for storing nesting dies, I'd love to hear them.
So I've just folded the back one there so it's a valley, and then the top one so it's a mountain. Okay, so you can just get an idea of how it's going to look. And I've just added glue to the bottom portion, and I'm going to sit that last one that we cut just over the top, so you can see when it's flat, that's how it will go in the envelope. So it's all the same. Give that a second.
Sharon Slatter said maybe she can use her voucher that she won to buy these. Did
Sharon was winner on the, oh gosh, because I had 3 winners coming through from CraftStash, Mixed Up Craft and Made to Surprise. So, but Sharon, she was one of the lucky winners as well. So
well done.
Okay, let's just.
It was just again, that was just a comment, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the thing I like about CraftStash. Even before I was on the design team and stuff, they're always really easy ways to draw, to win things. Yeah, there's so many opportunities to win, and I know so many people now that have won, not even just once, twice, 3 times, and got some really nice things. So it's always worth, just even if you're someone that doesn't like maybe to chat too much, but just the odd little comment. You never know, you may win. So now when that lifts up, we've got this kind of hinge. You could have it as a little side pull card there as well.
Yeah,
a Z fold if you wanted.
That's nice.
Yeah, that looks really sweet as well. So we're going to keep this one like so. Then I've taken I think it was from the DL, because it's the slightly thicker ones. I've just taken 2 there, which are going to become my stopper. So I'm going to add some glue to this one, and then I'll pop the other one up on foam. Just add.
Congratulations as well to Elaine Hunt. She's also said she won a voucher. Well done.
It's nice as well that the people that have won, lots of them are in the chat.
Yes,
it's nice.
Yes. I think we had. I'm trying to think how many videos there was. There about 8 videos. 9 was there?
Total, yeah, 9 altogether. Okay, then I'm going to use my CraftStash foam and just run that along the back. This tears so nicely.
Where we see Sam saying CraftStash foam, for example, it is actually under the brand of CraftStash. So we have some fantastic foam and adhesives, don't we? They're all my go-to now.
And it's genuine as well. I mean, people know me well enough now. I craft all the time. So I genuinely want stuff that's going to, do the job. There's some things that, you're not always going to love over other things. But the tapes and the red tape and stuff like that, I love it all.
And I certainly couldn't bring myself to recommend to all of you a product that some of you are going to go and purchase with your hard-earned money that I don't absolutely love and know that you're going to love as well. Sam's the same. We wouldn't tell you something's amazing if we actually don't believe it ourselves. So,
then I've taken the thank you sentiment from the lovely little one here. You go, happy birthday, have a cozy day. I believe in you, love you, warm wishes for you, thank you, and then thankful and blessed. So I've heat embossed the thank you on one of the smaller ones. Again, like Lou said, and we said before, these small ones are great for cutting your sentiments because there's so many sizes across the different shapes. You'll find something that will fit your sentiment because there's nothing worse, and I've done it so many times when I'm live crafting, trying to find that exact die to cut the sentiment just how I want it. And you can see there the frame, so it's not massively chunky, it's a nice thin,
it's delicate
border. Yeah, so I'm just going to pop my sentiment up. I've got my stopper in place there, which you saw me stick down, and then I've got all the beautiful flowers, which is what's going to totally lift this card. So we've got that lovely base shape and simple background papers, and now we're going to add all of these. So I picked out the ones I wanted because they're all the same kind of palette of colors. And I think the sentiment I'm going to have, you can see it on an angle, can't you? Okay, when I'm decorating.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay,
definitely. So just as I've lost it now. Debbie said, she said lovely font on those stamps. They are gorgeous, aren't they? So these are they are CraftStash or Creative Craft product brand, but they're actually designed by the lovely Ingrid. Now you may have seen Ingrid. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm just remembering. Yes, it was Ingrid. I couldn't remember who it was.
Yes, it was Ingrid. So she's been designing for, our magazines, for magazines such as Simply Cards and Papercraft and Creative Stamping and such for many years. I've been a huge fan of hers. And when I found out she was designing a collection for us, I was so excited. We had her on one of the lives at the end of last year launching this collection, and they are just as stunning as her cards are, but the fonts on those stamps are beautiful, and they're really good price. Definitely take a look at those as well.
Okay, so I'm just deciding what I want where, and I'm going to take the two big images here and have them as the main piece to fill this section here. So I'm going to pop this one just a little bit overhanging, that one there, and then this one kind of coming out there. See how nicely that fills that space. This is a quick card as well. It's a nice thing with the nesting dies if you want to add a bit of shape, and if you've got things like ephemera or pre-cut stamped images, you can create a fast card.
That's the ones we like.
And then I'm going to add these bits here to fill the bottom. So again, I might just add a little bit of foam just on that corner.
Right, I am just going to pop into the chat. I'm sorry, I'm on my personal account, but I am going to just paste into the chat the link for these the Floral Nostalgia, just in case anyone wants to take a look at it.
Yeah, there's literally like a few left of this pack.
Yeah, so, well actually let me just see what was left and what's gone. Oh no, you're okay, you do have a few left. Yeah, not a lot, not many, but there's a few. And obviously when something's quite new, it takes a little while for reviews to start coming through, but there is a 5-star review on the ephemera and on the full collection as well. The full collection, the complete collection, is only $41.99. You're actually saving a £10 at the moment.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, really good.
And then we'll do this last one towards the back. But how pretty is that? My nan would love this card.
Oh yeah, I'd love this.
Absolutely love it. Just let that one stick.
It's stunning, and that
and you
ephemera.
can get some embellishments and things on there as well. I'm wondering, actually, I don't know if I like that one there. You know, when you, I feel I need to have something a bit more over here, just to fill that up. Yeah, there we go. I prefer that. Then it's all going to go in the envelope. Now, if you I'll probably get some Nuvo drops on this later.
Yeah.
But how pretty is that, using that shaped dies to do the sentiment?
Absolutely.
Stunning, isn't it?
It really makes it unique, different, just by having that shaped card rather than a square
and then
one.
you've got your space to write your message, and that would all go flat, and then you can put that into a box envelope.
Beautiful.
Whatever it is you want.
Lovely.
So there is card number 1.
Thank you so much. What I will do is, while you are resetting things, I will just show a few examples of other cards that the design team members have made. So I believe these cards have been created by Glynis, the lovely Glynis Bakewell. So let's just flip through these. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. What she's done there is use this technique of stamping and then layering up the stamping. Really lovely, and that looks like that is an apple blossom stamp, if anyone's interested in that floral stamp underneath. It was from the collection. It was A Year in Flowers. Have a search for that. I can't tell you which month that was, but we essentially had a flower for every month, and yeah, I believe that is from one of those. But yeah, Glynis, these are such lovely cards. Let's have a look at another one so this looks like it's the RSPB Tropical Collection, Tropical Birds Collection. Again, a gorgeous collection, really nice bright colours. Do you know what? We're soon going to be getting into the realms of spring and summer cards again, aren't we? We're certainly done with winter now. Had enough already. But again, look at the difference that shape makes compared to your average square card. Just having those notched corners, it makes it more of a frame. So the elements inside are sort of really on a focal point there. And then you've got them here with the butterflies. I can't remember, I think this might have been from another Apple Blossom collection, but I may be wrong. But again, the mats and the layers. So you've got yourself either a slimline or a DL card there. And then adding those mats and layers with the notches, taking those corners off, it just gives it a completely different look. And I believe you've got the same here with this one as well, and the more beautiful butterflies. Glynis is really good at colouring, by the way, absolutely amazing. And then looking at another floral, again, same collection, That Year in Flowers, but you've got the beautiful flower there inside those frames. You don't have to make the shaped cards, as Sam's just done the shaped card. It looks amazing, but if you want to put it onto your plain bases, these are going to work with other pre-made base cards you've got, or if you make them with your other nesting dies, they're all going to work together. Sam, you're right for me to come back to you? Yep, perfect. We'll go back to Sam then.
I was just looking at those pictures about that tropical one, the square one. Love that, even though it's a square.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes such a difference with the shapes. It's really nice.
Yeah,
okay, so the next card, I'm going to make 5x7 size using the rectangle dies, and I'm going to be using, this is the CraftStash & Co, and this was the collection by Marta DeBeeker, and it was On the Border. Really pretty, subtle pastels with this one. So I thought it'd work really well. And then this lovely stamp set that I've pulled out as well, which I just love. You get all these different subtitles, or sub-words, sorry, in the squares and rectangles there. And then you get your main kind of ones there.
Yeah,
really nice. Yeah, so I'm going to build those up as well. So I've already gone ahead, cut everything. Again, when I looked, I think there was quite good stock of the paper pads still. So you'd have to have a little look. So I've gone ahead and cut everything. I just had my rectangle down. So I put them underneath the paper pad. I thought they were right there in front of me. It's like I done a magic trick then. Didn't see where to put them at all. Anyway, right.
We all do it.
Yeah, so what I did here is I folded a piece of A4 cardstock in half, and then I took the nearest one to 5x7, which was this one here, and where I'd folded the A4 card in half, I took the left side of this and I just butted it up to the edge, so not on the card but on the edge of that fold.
Yeah.
Run it through, and then it gives you your shaped card. Okay,
lovely.
So if you want to create a batch of them, maybe you're doing some invites or something, it will still stand really nicely, and you could have this also as a landscape. Perfect. So I've taken that one, and then I've taken the next size down, and I've cut that in this gorgeous blue glitter card that I found.
I love glitter.
Isn't that stunning? It's such a pretty baby blue.
It is.
So taking that one.
I know everyone's going to be saying, where did you get that? Do you even know?
I got a feeling it's old Dovecraft.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, really pretty. And then I've taken this one from the paper pad, which is going to go over the top there. And I've used the next size down again.
Lovely.
Okay, so I'm going to get those stuck down first of all.
So I just had a look at the On the Border collection on CraftStash. Thankfully, everything is still available at the moment. I know there's small stocks of some of it, but we've actually got different bundle collections for you. So we've got the entire collection, we've got bundles of sort of 3 items, and then we've got the individuals as well. So there really is something to suit every budget. So if you are opting for some of the nesting dies, maybe you're going for a couple of sets and getting your 2 for $26.99, have a look at these additional items, because we don't often come to these. We have new launches all the time. It's really nice to come back to some of our collections and sort of remind people you may have missed them on launch. And this one certainly was one of my favourites when it first came out.
That's why I wanted to bring them back, because you're right. We do new launches, which is fantastic, because there's always new people coming to crafting, and for those that are just love it and obsessed, we just always want something new to play with.
Yep.
But for some people that maybe were working or just didn't see the live that day, sometimes they just sit on the website, don't they? And
yeah, absolutely.
We're moving on to the next thing. So whenever I do the creative craft product things, it's really nice opportunity to be able to pull out these collections. I was going to pull out Paddington, and then I looked online and there's literally just the stencil and something left. So I was
yeah. Paddington flew every time it was restocked. It went again.
Okay, so got that in place. And what I wanted to do with this one is I've taken the smaller ones here, so about the 4th smallest and then the 3rd smallest, and I've heat embossed the Thankful. I'm going to stick that on top of there first, and then I'm going to make like a little latch, so this will open, and then you'll see inside the card, and then we're going to build up the flowers on the top. So again, just trying to show some different ways to use your nesting dies to create just slightly unusual shaped cards. So I'm just going to sit that one down in the middle there. So again, we've got that nice thin frame. I think it's the increment between the layers that makes these ones really nice, because it does make such a difference when you don't have those massive thick borders.
Absolutely.
Thinner borders, there's something about them, just really like it.
Here's a good question. Let me just find. So Debbie Richards has asked, if you could only afford to buy 2 sets, which would you recommend? Now this is obviously for us, but also for everybody in the chat. If by all means, everyone comment and say which ones would you think. I think these ones would be a must for me.
For me, honestly, it would be one of the octagon or the hexagon, because they are quite circular in shape. So I would say you could choose out of both of them. If if you've got a budget that you want to stick to, then I would say you don't need both the octagon and the hexagon. So you could choose one of those. And then again, with the slimline and the DL, if you've got a preference to that kind of card that you like to make, you don't need both. So that eliminates 2. I think the squares are really good because they're just going to layer well with other square nesting dies that you've probably already got. And that's the same with the rectangles as well. So hopefully that eliminates a bit, makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully some people are commenting on what their favourites would be. Marie said, it really depends on your style of cards. What do you prefer to make use of? What would you make the most use out of, I suppose?
Yeah, exactly. So what I've just done is I've just stuck a strip of cardstock, as long as it will hide behind this piece, so any size you want. I've got a layer that's going to go inside there, so it's going to cover that up. And then this is coming around, and then this sentiment is going to be on here. So
lovely.
I'm going to just add my glue on there, and then make sure that's right.
It's a really nice different way of using the shapes.
Yeah, so everything matches. And again, I think this would make a lovely little invite or like a gift card holder. And then open it up, and just to tidy it up, I've got another one that I've cut, and that will just give it a bit of weight. Yeah, just sandwich that nicely. You could add a hook and loop onto this if you wanted to, but I think it's going to be fine as it is. Okay, so
especially if you use your bone folder from the craft wallet and score it down.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do, because I'm going to have Thankful and then For You, but the idea is that the For You would still be visible when the card's open. So if the person has the card open with that inside, you've still then got a sentiment on the front that makes sense.
Nice.
So we're going to place the For You.
So Angela Jones is going for DL and octagon.
Yeah, good choice.
Deborah says the squares would be good as they easily match all other square dies. That's correct. I mean, obviously, things like rectangles can vary in width and height, whereas square is a square. So, yeah, you're right.
Okay, and then I've just cut. These all come in the mix of the 8x8 pad, and there's also an A4 pad that Marta did. So these are actually from the A4 one. She's got a couple of sheets where she's just got all of these printed for you to cut, and then this one's from a smaller 8x8 pad. So I'm going to have, I think maybe that one. Let's have a little look. Maybe I'll do that one down there. I might have the For You actually on, kind of on it a little bit, and then we'll have this one at the top. So again, such a difference whether you like your bolder kind of printed flowers with the floral nostalgia, and then you've got something like Marta's where it's much more muted, softer, you know, palette. So, you know, there's so much great stuff on the website. CraftStash really do offer something for every different crafter's kind of style.
Every style, every occasion you could possibly need to craft for. In fact, saying that, next Friday, join me. Christina has a new launch, and she's got some word dies that are covering every single occasion you can possibly imagine. Honestly, throw me some occasions in the comments, and I'm willing to bet my favourite crafting tool on the fact that they've probably got that word in this set. So I've probably given far too much away, but join me next Friday with Christina anyway.
Right, and then I'm going to pop a little bit of foam on the back of each of these. These are so simple to cut out, these little sentiments.
Love
and
squares.
then I'm going to use my trusty little pokey tool, which is again from the kit.
Yeah, I will quickly do a quick run through of that for anyone who missed it earlier while you reset your next demo. Plus we've got some other offers I need to mention at CraftStash.
So we'll just pop, get that last bit off. There we go. So I have For You. And then the nice thing that I saw Marta do with this as well is if you've got some pearl embellishments, they sit perfectly in the middle of the flowers here as well. So if you want to add a bit more bling, then that would look really nice as well. So, and then I'm just going to add some more of these leaves because I've cut them out. Otherwise they're just going to go into a tub and probably get forgotten about. So let's just fill up the last of this. And we'll do another one up here. And again, I would add more embellishments like little, you know, like Nuvo drops and things like that onto this as well. But just a pretty little card idea.
Really like that.
Little flip. And then, stick this one in. You could do this as a different colour mat and layer, but I just used a piece of scrap card.
Well, you can use your dies then, can't you, to get some nice slim mats in there. Yeah. Just from your pretty pattern papers.
Yeah. And we'll just sit that one there. That's just going to strengthen the card as well. I always say mats and layers are good if you're using a lighter weight cardstock. If you use a construction glue, that's just going to, you know, really strengthen it. But the idea now is if that's displayed open, it's still a pretty card that just says For You. But then when they see it, you've got the thankful there on the front.
Gorgeous, love that.
All right.
Fabulous, thank you so much. I will give you a quick breather to reset. I know you said you had 3 demos, and then we'll come back to Sam in a moment. So I just realised how pale I look. I'm sorry. It's the winter, no sunshine. It shocks you when you see yourself. So we have got other deals on at CraftStash as well. Not only do we have the 2 for $26.99 on these nesting dies, so that's why Deborah was sort of saying which ones would you choose. We've got the craft wallet again. I believe this is for today only. Well, it is. It's the deal of the day, so it will be today only. $9.99. That's the made to surprise craft wallet. Sam's talked about it lots. There are tools inside. You're not just looking at a wallet. In case you've just, I know somebody said, oh, they didn't realise there was actually tools inside. Yes, there are lots of tools inside. They're tools that Sam uses regularly. I'm going to bring it in front of my face there so you can see. You've got the pocket as well. There's 101 things you could do with the wallet itself, but the fact that you've got the tools there, and they are essential tools you're going to use all the time, makes it an absolute bargain at $9.99. It does all zip close too. And then we've also got, so we've got brand new items online today. So we have got Hunky Dory. They've got their new Moonstone dies. They're the liftables. They're all launched today, so go and check those out. They're really pretty, a different concept concept in die cutting. And then we've also got Tim Holtz sale today. So there's selected items from Tim Holtz range with 25% off using the code TIM25. Now, I'm rattling off these offers and I know you can't remember codes and things. So if you go to CraftStash, www.craftstash.co.uk or .us if you're not in the UK, and then just simply go to the homepage and you'll see there's a banner at the top. Give it 5-10 seconds, that banner will swoop past and a new offer will appear. So these go round on a carousel. So if you just watch the homepage for a minute or so, you get all of today's major offers and you can click on any one of those and that will take you directly to the item. So it's really easy to use. If you're looking for something in particular and it maybe not be on that banner, just simply go to the new launches or new in, I think it is, in the menu. You'll find everything there as well. And if you're wondering how to keep up with all the offers, you can sign up to our emails. And the easiest way to do that is to go onto the website, and scroll all the way down to the bottom and it will say sign up to our emails. You'll also get offered, if you've never made an order with us before, I know there's offers that pop up for new customers and such as well. So lots of deals going on and definitely the best place to get all of your crafting stash, not only your items. We call these fashion items, a lot of these, like so your moonstone dies, for example, fashion items, because they come and they go, new launches all the time. But your essentials, your cardstock, your adhesives we were talking about, your tools, things like that, you're going to use all the time. CraftStash is definitely the place for those. Check out our own brands. That's the CraftStash brand and the Creative Craft Products brands. Thousands of things. Right, I've talked enough. Let's go back to Sam because I think she's got another one demo for us using the brand new nestable dies.
Thank you, Lou. So the last card I'm going to make is using the nested hexagons, and I'm going to use it with the My Pets at Home. So this one was launched, I think, around the it was November time, I think.
Yes, I think so.
I remember doing it, and it's a really cute one. So if you, I said this when I did the launch, but if you've got any charities that you like to make cards for, maybe you've got friends with dogs and cats. We all pretty much know someone with a dog or a cat. It's just a really sweet little set. So I've pulled out the papers and stuff that I'm going to use there. And this one, I'm going to do that kind of twisted effect that I was saying about where you layer them kind of staggered. And I just thought, well, Lou said about the wood slice, which I think it definitely does look like. But I just wanted to do just an easy one, just to show off the sizes and finish the live. So what I've done here is I've got myself three of whatever size you want to start with first. So I've got I think I've done it so it would stay within a 7x7 envelope. Let me just double check this one here. Oh, it's a little bit just over. So anyways, you want to cut 3 of that size and then one of them just score again. So you've got about a ½ an inch, a little tab here. I'm going to stick that so that I've got my card flank. I'm actually going to stick this on the back so it's a top fold like so. Right. So I'm just going to add a little glue. I'm just looking
at the dies like that, and we were talking about how it looks like a wood slice. Something I've done for a lot of years. I haven't done a video on it. I must do that. Nesting dies are great if you pop them all onto your cardstock in your die cutting machine, but put a rubber mat underneath. So hopefully you've all seen how you emboss dies. But if you emboss all of your nesting dies together, you get a really fun background.
Yeah. No, it's a good idea. And if you deliberately have them slightly, because that looks more like a wood slice when they're like a little bit all off. Absolutely. If you did use that with your rubber, you get a lovely embossed detail.
And give it a bit of inking, a bit of brown inking. It'd look lovely.
Nice. So all I've created right now is just a top fold, side fold. Well, actually, would it go? Yeah, it would go on that.
Either.
It can hold itself on these little points as well. So that's nice. But it does, it sits nicely that way. So we've got the base down. And then I'm going to stick this one, but so it's offset. So we've got a bit of a kaleidoscope kind of look at the minute. I'm just going to add the glue in the middle. That will be enough to hold that in place. And just make sure you've got the same amount. So find an area that you focus on. So I'm focusing on this kind of shape. And just make sure that's the same all the way around.
So straight away, you've got yourself another shape.
Completely different, isn't it? It's good. I really like that.
It is brilliant.
And then I'm just dropping down now different sizes within the set. So this one is going to go perfectly now, and it's going to start to bring out all the different layers. So again, just add. You don't need to go mad with the glue as long as there's no pressure on this. It's not holding the card up. It just needs to be in place. again, just focus on your matte layers. And then this one, did I do that one? And then I don't remember when I start to change. No, so that one, I think it was, no, it must be that one.
Do you know what? So our lovely Ruth Mackie McCarden, who works with us at CraftStash behind the scenes. She used to work for Hunky Dory years ago, so you've probably seen her, if not heard her name before. She's back on Craft TV today for the first time in quite a few years. And I was watching this morning, we were both watching, weren't we, Sam? And she was saying about, she was starting a car and she said, I can't remember what I planned for this. And it happens all the time.
I think it's that way I wanted it, because I'm doing, it's not popping as much as I thought. I think it's that one, and then that one. Yeah, it's that way. It's all right.
You got it.
Yeah, I've got it. I mean, anyway, to be honest, it's going to work. So, yeah. But what did I just do? It's that way.
Do you know what? All you're doing is just showing us all the possible ways we can use this.
It is. It's like a kaleidoscope effect. So it's just as long as you focus on all of the edges, so they're kind of pretty much the same. There we go. And then that one. Yes, that's the smaller one down again. So then that one, go like so. Yeah, you can just start to make it out. So again, just add that down. It's not until you get to the top then you see all the other detail.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lovely colour cardstock you're using.
It was that way. It's going to bug me otherwise, because I want you to see that one against the white.
I see, yes.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
So just have a little play around. You can easily move it.
It's good to do a dry run, isn't it? And
yeah.
And even, I do it all the time. Take photos.
Yeah.
Do a dry run, take a photo, and then go back and refer to that as I'm constructing it again.
You get the idea anyway. It's
absolutely.
Just like you said, it's nice to see it kind of, each layer does transform it a little bit. So, and then this last one is going to go right down in the normal place as a layer, and I can build up my design. So I just want to make sure that I've got the top in the right place. So we're looking there, because I want to get my
wonderful
design in the right place. And now I've got that paper from the paper pad.
Is this the one that's got sort of the dog's toys and things on it?
It's got the bone and the ball on it. And it's non-directional, so it's great for these kind of cards as well.
Yeah.
And then I've just, when I was chatting to Lou earlier, I was cutting bits and pieces out, and I've just cut the trim of the dogs there.
Love that.
And this is all in the paper pad. I think I'm going to have that trim underneath as well. So let's just take...
Is that what you were trimming out?
Yeah. Where did I just put that foam to? Oh, there it is. So I'm just going to add some foam.
But don't forget, everybody, in a minute I'm going to choose 2 people to win. I think I set it so that you can choose any 3 designs if you're a winner. So that would then make it's about £45 worth of product for each of you. And I didn't set which designs you'd win, just in case you've purchased some or you've got a preference. So yeah, last comments. If you haven't commented yet, just drop us a hello or something like that. It doesn't have to be an in-depth conversation or anything, and I will scroll through in a moment and pick at random 2 people to win.
Okay, and I'm just faffing about now, really, just doing some little flag tails and all the little decoration pieces. So these are all in the paper pad, and it's, you can just have some fun with it, really. Just cut out what bits you need, and they will just all match. And then I thought the sentiment, which just says congratulations, it's like they're all saying congratulations. In fact, I could probably go underneath. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's do that one instead. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue and just pop that one underneath.
Oh, I've got a lot of comments to scroll through.
And then pop a little bit of foam back on this one here. And if you've got any, like, maybe little charms of like little bones or dog toys or little dog ears and things like that, you could, embellish this, wrap some ribbon around it. These are quite plain for me. I would be sat down now doing all the Nouveau drops and stuff, which people know I love. So yeah.
Yeah, but then they take time to dry, don't they? So.
Yeah. So I'm just lining that one up in the middle, and there you have a really lovely card. Just all the mats and layers, but just by offsetting them to start with, just gives you a completely different look.
Beautiful, love that. Thank you so much for your time today.
No problem. Let me just bring in the other two cards. A few people have joined and said, oh, what have I missed? So if I just show them the cards, and they can always go back. But I've made this one here with the rectangles, which has the little flip front there. You've got that one that I've just done, and then you've got this easel one where I use the floral nostalgia, which all folds down. But just, really different cards, something for each, for everyone, because you've got your dogs, and then you've got your pastels, and then you've got your bolder prints there.
Yeah.
But just a nice way to show you the new nesting dies, and just how you can create lovely cards just with a simple staple, I would say, in your stash. All right.
Thank you so much. And obviously we've got amazing deals on these as well today. So you've got your 2 for £26. But shall I go and announce some winners? Thanks, Sam. We'll see you and your perfectly manicured fingers again.
Oh, they're being done tonight. No, these are my Christmas nails. They're coming off tonight.
Are they? What colour are we going for?
I think I'm going to go probably still pinky, but pinky red for Valentine's.
Oh, nice. Lovely. Well, enjoy that this evening. Have a bit of pampering, and we'll see you again very soon. Oh, you're on at 2 o'clock, aren't you, on your own channel?
Yes, I'm going to quickly go and decide what I'm making. Doing a Valentine's card with mixing a made to surprise. I'm not sure even what I'm doing. I haven't even got it ready. So.
I'll let you go off and get that ready then. Everyone can jump over to your channel and see you at 2 o'clock.
Thank you, Lou. Take care, everyone.
See you soon. Bye-bye. So I'm waving to her. She can't see me. So I need to pick 2 winners. As I said, I've been through all the deals and such. So you've got all of those on CraftStash. So you haven't missed too much. You can always go back and watch this live as well if you need to. If you want to see Sam's demos, absolutely. Catch Sam at 2 o'clock while she does her made to surprise items. But then you can come back and watch this and see what she did here today. So just having a scroll now, it won't let me go too far up, unfortunately, on, where am I? This is YouTube. So I'm just going to do a pick, and I've got Sharon Slatter. I did see you comment earlier about winning in the blog hop as well, so congratulations. You've also won your choice of 3 sets of dies. If you'd like to email us, you probably know the email by now, but it's customerservice@craftstash.co.uk. Give us your postal address, and which dies, which shapes you like. We can get those out to you. Let me just pop on over to Facebook as well and have another scroll here and see how far up I can get with this. And I'm just going to go, see, the trouble is Facebook also tells you who's watching and not just who's commented. So I'm going to do another scroll because that was someone watching. Jean Rowland says a lovely card. So Jean, congratulations to you. If you're still watching, you are also our winner of 3 of the shapes of the nesting dies. That's the new notch nestables we were looking at. Again, please email us with your postal address. Let us know which live you won in and which 3 designs you would like, and we can get those out to you. So congratulations to both of you. I need to make a note of those names actually quickly. I'm just going to like your comment so I don't forget, because I need to put it in a spreadsheet in a minute. So have a lovely weekend, everybody. Whatever you are doing, happy crafting. Don't forget to check out all of those offers that we've got on CraftStash, and I will be back with you next week. As I say, on Friday, 12:30 next week, I've got the lovely Christina Griffiths with me, and we're going to be looking at, as I said, something that's very, very versatile, and it's actually been flying on its debut on TV today. So stay tuned for us on Friday for some amazing deals on that, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.